Well, before we get into the wonderful world that is the English countryside and nature and my exotic animal keeping, basically a good old catch up at Nature Boy, let me tell you the news. Nature Boy, the book, is finally at the publishers. It's now gone through everything, it's typeset, and we're having a final read through before the cover's designed. We make a choice of cover type and then it goes to print. Don't miss out on the Nature Boy book. It's my life as a child, getting into nature, those formative years and all the things I explored. It will reflect so much on a lot of your lives if you're watching these kind of videos. You really will get nostalgic, harking back to when insects were more numerous, fishing, amphibians, reptiles, butterflies. A wonderful book for any nature lover. I'll keep you updated here on the channel, but also get on the Facebook page where I can update things quicker as we move along. Anyway, on with the video. See these guys a lot, cormorants, on social media, and they're eating a fish, a really good wildlife, or bird watchers took a photo of them eating a huge fish, all kinds of fish, and there was some fishermen saying, oh, bloody things, you know, they shouldn't be here, they're not from here, coming from Europe. They're not from the sea, they're from a European freshwater strain or subspecies or species of cormorant. And they do devastate fish stocks because they can devastate them and move off to the next patch. They're not tied to their prey in one place. And the bird watchers will bemoan the fishermen. And yet here's the weird thing. If the fish were eating all the water birds, there'd be uproar. Don't know what it is about fish, people don't seem to love them the same. I know instances of where, whoa, pike have been taking water birds and the owners of the land, due to complaints by bird watchers, have caught and killed the pike. We're funny things as humans. So this time of year, the waterways are recovering, if you like, from the winter floods and the lack of light. And the water plants haven't really grown up yet. But once they get going, the water quality will clear, the clarity will get much better. And then from my point of view, I like it better because you can glimpse what's going on beneath. Isn't it beautiful to be here? Yesterday we were out in the MX5 and we really enjoyed it, and it's because, as Jackie said, it's just another way to enjoy the English countryside. Bumbling around little B roads and back roads and little oldie worldy English villages. The sky was blue, and then just stopping to have a little explore of nature in places we hardly go or have never been. But today we're just having a morning stroll before we hit work at a local river. I love it down by the river. We're both back at work, but it was nice to have one whole day off together, which is incredibly rare after that busy weekend. It's good to be back on this channel. Hope you're enjoying it. If life ever allows, so much more content for you guys. It's just getting time. Now the River Nen is a very much a working river. An awful lot of quarrying goes along the Nen Valley. Gravel extraction and sand extraction. Been going on a long time. I was just about to say, just stop and listen to the birds. And then the quarry machinery all started clattering. Look at that, it's just starting. Everything's starting. April and May. Oops. Hay fever season. April and May in England. It's just the best time. Brandy bottle lilies are just poking up. Jackie's not benefiting from the pollen count. Just like the swan, even the common flowers are stunning if you look. Celandines, common but still a beautiful hopeful spring flower. What's going on along the waterways this time of year? Well, we're really gearing up. We've had the frogs and we've had the toads spawning, or they are spawning. Grass snakes are definitely stirring. Pike are or have been spawning already. The river fishing season is closed, giving those fish a break, and they're allowing them there a few weeks of spawning in peace. Which a lot of people now, they don't want a closed season. It's not even a closed season on still waters anymore, and they say the climate's made it change so that the fish, you know, the closed season's not matching the spawning season, so on and so forth. But personally, regardless of all of that, I think a closed season is always good. It's good for you. It makes you more excited to start. And definitely good to give everything a break. So along here, there's some good lakes, gravel pits, old workings, loads of Phragmites reeds, and yet almost inaccessible to get to. I always hope it's full of frogs and amphibians, but you can never really poke about to find out. Get out and look for yourselves. Welcome back to the vlog. It's been a while, and it's been a while because life has been way too busy. I've tried to keep up my Falconry channel and my snake channel, so check those out, guys. That's where sort of 2/3 of the life is. Everything else, it's just been work, not work, getting rich, work, a busy fool. Getting the Falconry Centre all ready for our first opening of the year, which is Easter Sunday and Monday, and my goodness me, what a success, mostly thanks to the blue sky, but equally thanks to our amazing team at the Falconry Centre. Just amazing people that all between them turn their hand to everything that needs to be done there. And to the wider team of Holdenby House, we had a great Easter. Families just so happy. Come and see us every Sunday now through summer though. Come and see us. It's all going on. It's a beautiful place to be. It's an inexpensive day out for all the family. Well-deserved day off, and better still, Jackie's, who's a nurse, who obviously does all the stuff as well like me. She does all the admin at the Falconry. She does so much hands-on stuff at the Falconry despite being a nurse. And very busy weekend, a very busy run-up to the weekend for her too at the Falconry Centre. And the boss just said, no, you're not in this afternoon. You're off shift today. How cool is that? It's like finding 20 quid in your pocket of your unwashed jeans or your washed jeans. So Jackie and I now have a day off together. I'm self-employed. I make sure the day off is booked after the Easter weekend to recover. But we're out with the dogs. I've just washed a little sports car. We're gonna just have a day out. Said it before, but sometimes the commonest things in the UK or the world's wildlife that we don't hardly look at, they're still stunningly beautiful. The brimstones have been out. They're one of pretty much the earliest butterfly here in the UK. But the orange chips are out now as well. Real favourite of mine. Only the male brimstone is yellow, the females are white. Not aesthetically pleasing, but that really is. That really is. And so's he. And you can't smell the smell of the crushed nettles under my feet. Very, very herbaceous. Peacock butterfly heading over there. So we saw a dead bullhead in one of the dikes, not really a dike, it's like a ditch that has water most of the year. Oh, we missed that guy. Carrot making his way on. Sorry, mate. And that ditch dries out. Maybe it doesn't dry out its full length, but it does there on a drought year. But it gets mega flooded during winter floods, so I think that bullhead's come in flood water maybe. What a shame. Maybe there's still some in there. It's a good sized bullhead, which means the red clawed crayfish haven't eaten them all. There's a man there, look. This is all new, remember? Relatively just a couple of years old, and that's where the avocets were breeding last year for the first time here in the UK. Here in Northamptonshire. I think it was the first record. So this is Bud. Oh, he's old and deaf now, but we just popped down here because it's where his dad's ashes were buried. Old Fen. So his dad's ashes were buried around here. Jack is chilling out. Just a nice place to come and sit and think about the old boy. Now the young boy's getting old, aren't you, boy? Highly recommend a Bedlington Terrier. 10 years old. He doesn't look too bad, bless him. 10 years old. Wow. Well, there's some lapwings up there. Hard to see on the phone. Hey. Again, lapwings were breeding on that area last year. Once common in my childhood, now very scarce bird in the UK, really. Not enough habitat. Too many predators of ground nesting birds. Now, more than anything, I love my reptiles. I love finding snakes, especially. Well, I'm just thinking, is that weed actually a fish? Let's see, just I haven't got the Polaroid glasses on. Kind of looks like a pike holding its thing, but it's just a bit of dark weed, surely. Maybe you'll know before me. I love finding reptiles, and obviously grass snakes especially habit near water. But my favourite place to be is near fresh water, really. As much as I love rock balling too, let's face it, anywhere in nature's amazing. So to my eyes, without Polaroids on, that looks like a pike just holding its position. It looks like a tail moving more than the weed, dark bit of weed moving. So I should look forward to watching this back. So we've worked at the Falconry Centre pretty much every day running up to Easter Sunday and Monday when we opened. Sunday the weather couldn't have been more kind. It was very cold wind, but after a damp cold start the sun came out, and that meant people came out and enjoyed what we create. But yesterday was absolutely glorious, absolutely glorious. And how nice that we've got a day off to get over it all, and it's like a summer's day. Time to get into the countryside proper. No joke. Orange tip, there you go. I told you a minute ago. Orange tips are just coming out. They love waterside, damp places because it's where their caterpillar's food plant lives, or rather grows and lives, yeah. And that means flowers, spring flowers for these guys to drink from. Oh, you little sausage. And lady smock, or cuckoo flower, because it often flowers at the time of the cuckoo's arrival in Britain. It's a damp-loving small plant that their caterpillars like to munch on. Orange tip, what a beauty. And a little bit like the brimstone, who only the male is yellow, the female is white. With those orange tip butterflies, only the male has the orange tips. She lacks them. So there you go, sexual dimorphism, and along with many things in nature, which we as humans always find a bit extravagantly weird, is it's the males that are the most colourful and beautiful, if you like. Look at that. Water moss, lovely plant. If you've got a bit of water moving in your garden, it doesn't like sediment on it and things like that. But a massively important plant for fish to spawn in. Shed their sticky eggs. Kind of protected in that thick moss. But of course, the invasive red core signal crayfish from America, which are in all the waters of Northamptonshire, find most of them and eat them. So we've had a really dry March. Obviously we're in April now. But this looks really good for frog spawn and tadpoles. I don't know if I've never seen this pond before, but it's not going to be here much longer, is it? Unless we get some rain. And we kind of don't want any rain because we have so much in the winter. This one looks a bit more promising if you're a frog or a newt. These sort of ponds don't suit all wildlife because they're sediment up with leaves, they're very acidic. Great crested newts don't tend to like these sort of ponds, but smooth newts do. The frogs often do, but it looks a bit desolate. It's a fish because it's moved.
Oh, I can see the tail.
It's dorsal. It's quite a sizable pike, really.
I can see the dorsal fin as well.
It's kind of, no, is that right? Like I thought it was weed. I thought it's just not moving in sync with the weed. It's going to wind off now, isn't it? No, you have to. Bud's wandered off. But sure enough, it is a fish. It's a pike. Well worth a little drive out. Sharpen Hoe Clappers, we're called. It's a National Trust site.
You're Sharp and I'm Hoe.
Yeah, you're Sharpen's Hoe.
What's the purple
So,
one called?
if you didn't know,
They're all
this
down
is
there.
where the Teletubbies live. That one's
She's
fell
down there in the
over.
middle.
That one's having a lie down.
Tinky Winky's having a lay down by the
Look at
road.
that. That's the real Teletubby land. Weird.
Good morning! Are you excited for Easter? We got visitors coming to see us again today. We have, and you're really excited about it, aren't you? You're so beautiful, that's why everybody loves you, Roxy. I know. Oh, that was a good roly-poly. Woohoo! Woohoo! Ah, good girl. Woohoo!
Wow, what an amazing Easter that was. Easter weekend done. Nicholas Falconry holding me. What a fantastic team. Take that. Has he got a name yet, Jackie?
No, I don't know what to call him.
Could call him Bogey.
I'm just making friends.
I think Smuggler or Bogey.
I'm not calling him Bogey. Camera.
Yeah, she does. Oh, she does.
Hello.
I'll check the back. Like my hands waving.
Oh,
so you got it there.
lovely.
Let's go.
Too much of a rest. Wow. So we don't want him sitting down on the chimneys because he's literally going, I'll just get my breath back. He's not getting fitter. So we're swinging this in a way. Whoa! It looks like a bird. Normally I've let him have it from back, but I'm going to work it a bit longer. Every time he misses, he loses a bit of energy, has to work harder. Hey, hey! And of course, while he's doing that, he's not using any fitness, he's just gliding. We want to see him in attack mode. And that's how we build the muscle upon a Falcon. Wow. And of course, cardio. Breathing heavy. Hey, hey! Don't do it. And speed is achieved by height as much as anything else. If he folds up. Fly to the sun. Oh, the cheeky sausage. Why? That was close. That was about a millimetre from my hand. Oh, so it's like learning something. He's only really been learning this winter how to really put some movement. And normally, if he touches the law, he wins. He gets it. He did touch it earlier, but I'm just a little bit more work. Because I'm going away for a few days. And he's going to chill out in an apron. So he'll lose a bit of fitness. Get up. You see again the dirt chair, he nearly stalled. Hey! Hey! He nearly stalled. Oh. Right, ready? Pull! Pull your wings in. Oh. Give him a little round of applause. You can come a little bit closer.